So hello friends. Now after looking at the several steps that we've looked at, now we are going to be joining After Effects. In After Effects, we are going to happen to create different stuff. That is basically seeing that we give our objects that we created in Illustrator, in Photoshop, to see that we give them motion. Okay, so this is the final step where we have to give everything motion, but due to time issues, I have to separate it into several steps. Okay, but the whole project is going to be ending in After Effects. That is where we are going to be concluding with our project. So besides that, we've done a lot of talking, we've looked at a lot of stuff, okay, and we are now yet to look at something else that is also incredible that we need to understand, because now, to save some time, okay, so I'm going to be showing you how we can go about it. We can use inbuilt presets, not even presets, but since we are basically importing a project from Illustrator to After Effects, then we'll continue from there. It basically means we are not going to be using templates, but remember I told you we are going to be using properties. Okay, so like opacity, position, scale, and rotation. So besides all of that, we can also use plugins. So basically, what comes into your head or your thinking when someone talks of a plugin? Okay, could you ask yourself what a plugin is? Okay, so what, as we hear plug-in, so what would you understand by the term plugin? Okay, so what do we understand by the term plugin in a software? Okay, a plugin is also called an add-on or an extension. Okay, computer software that adds new functions. Now I'm trying to define what a plugin is. A computer software that adds new functions to a host program without altering the host program itself. So widely used in digital audio, video, and web browsing, plugins enable programmers to update a host program while keeping the user within the program's environment. Okay, so they keep you within the program environment, but they advance it a little bit. You get the other thing I would say about a plugin, it helps you solve what would have taken you huge sums of time, okay, for configuring or making it happen. So within a few clicks, a plugin gets you there. Okay, so we are going to be using a plugin called Animation Composer 3. So that is the plugin we are going to be using when we are basically animating for this project. So maybe what we would do, we would first close our software. So after we go to, so if you're watching this video, unless you want me to send you that software, it is a little bit it is free. Basically you can Google it and get it. Then besides that, you can Google and download it for free at no any cost. Okay, so it is basically free. That is the Animation Composer. It is basically the plugin that we are going to be using. So we go here, I have it somewhere here. This is it. Excuse me. So now I double click on it. I want it to install. So that is it. Install like that. So I hope it is already done now. So my antivirus has noticed it, so keep running. Then email, so I put in my email. It is Nyenje Isaac 95 at gmail.com. Okay, with the password, let me put that for what purposes? Create a new account. Let me hope it does not require internet, because I'm basically not connected. So it requires internet and I'm not connected actually. So if we go back here, have I ever signed up? I think so. I have ever signed up. So this would require me to have internet. So for now, let me see if at all I've not logged in, would it work? So if I close that, because it has been installed, then I launch my software and see whether it is basically working. So remember that you have to log in and create an account, but for me, I'm not connected to internet, so I want to like check and say, would it work if I'm not connected? And this is After Effects 2020 that I'm basically using. So if I go to, let it first respond. So if I go to, I close this. So if I go to Windows, then extensions, so it didn't respond. So I'm going to first look and see whether it responded. Let me go back here. Here, see. So okay, let me figure out this, then I come back showing you. Let me configure this and see if at all I can connect to internet.